Nomadic Fanatic gets his power issue fixed, and Mike talks about a real job. Had some things to do today, so I'm out and about. I thought I'd try to do the video at the same time. Hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. Spent time with whoever you needed to. And well, see, a lot of these folks here on YouTube that rely on YouTube, they can't take a day off. They have to post. I'm sure they were posting on, Mother's Day and everything, but they can't take a day off. They can't go on vacation. They can't take off for Christmas or anything. They still have to record and make a video. So yeah, these folks that really rely on YouTube and make it their job. Speaking of jobs and YouTube, that brings me to cheap off-grid living Mike. That's right, Mr. I Quit YouTube is posting daily videos. Let's see, what we got? Well, Mike started talking about his job. That's right, YouTube's his job. That's what he does. It's what he's gonna do. And people don't think it's a real job, so he goes on and talks about that. But here's the thing, Mike, and everybody listening. If you want to make YouTube your job, that's one thing, but here's the deal. When your job doesn't pay your bills, it's time to get a new job. That's right. If you still need to get on here to beg, and the only reason why you have this job is so you have a platform to beg on, so people can buy you everything you need, because you can't get everything for yourself that you need with your job, again, it's time to get a new job. Wouldn't you think? Isn't that why people have a problem with your jobby poo? It's not that YouTube isn't a job, it's just that yours isn't cutting the mustard. It isn't paying the bills. And I still think Mike is really missing the whole getting free shit for promotions and stuff. So now he's really begging hard. And here's the case in point. He's talking about how he's planting a bunch of seeds and stuff with all the stuff and all the supplies that someone else had bought him already. So yeah, we have that. And then one thing he did get his rain catchment systems finished finally. So yeah, again, I try to get on Mike's side. I want the dude to do well. I want him to go out there and do his little, off-grid stuff and, make his shit successful. But like I said, man, if you're gonna fucking do this and it's my job, well then make it a job. Work harder. And again, if your job ain't paying the bills, it's time to get a new fucking job. So let's talk about Tater now. After Tater's little mini meltdown of his little being discouraged, and bear with me folks, stick with me folks, and his unreliable boss, he said he's not giving up. He's gonna continue on. Most of the video was him running around shopping for bus build supplies. He's getting all kinds of stuff. But you'd think he'd learn his lesson, because remember that live edge stuff that he was going to use for countertops that he lugged around all over the place? Yeah, well, he took it to nice dry Arizona. Yeah, it split, cracked, warped, cupped, and did everything. So sometimes you just shouldn't get shit that shouldn't be traveled with, and, either use it or don't. Tater managed to get his power issues fixed. Yeah, he had some help from the pros, which leads me to this. Look, I know you want to do things yourself, and I know everybody wants to, oh, I'm going to do DIY, and I'll just go to the University of YouTube and think. Look, some things you should leave to the professionals. You just go, get the shit done, get it done right, get it done by people who know, and then it's done. Yeah. So what's the difference if you pay a little bit extra up front, or you pay more by getting more stuff and replacing stuff and doing shit over and over and over again? So this shit, I don't know, man. You should have got a pro to do that, especially since it's such a big system with your giant batteries and over the top everything. Why would you attempt something like that by yourself? Just get the shit done right. And Tater's talking about Mr. Cool again. That's right. He still doesn't have his mini split system up and running. So I don't know. One day Mr. Cool is the greatest. It's the coolest. And then something happens. So Mr. Cool isn't so cool anymore. And again, get somebody who knows what they're doing when it comes to that stuff. Look, Blue Van Dan, he's in his bus, and it's like 100 and plus outside. It's 77 or something like that in his bus. His mini split is working fine. But would Tater do it? No, he has to. I don't know. It's just, I don't understand the guy sometimes. Just get the shit done. I know you want to do everything yourself, but you're not mechanically inclined. And there's just so many things that you should really take an expert's advice on. And then Tater winds up, at the end of his video is him at his arcade, playing his arcade game with one of his kitties, Chunk, I think it was. I don't know, I lose track of all of them. But he seems a little bit buzzed, because you can always tell when Tater's buzzed, the way he talks, his cadence, and it's just his little, I don't know, the way you can tell he was drinking a few. Like he says, he had a few of them barley pops. But here's the thing, he had to go get that arcade game thing, you know? And what does he do? He goes out and he buys the regular controllers for the system. In other words, why do you need that big gaudy thing in your bus just so you can say you have one, when you're gonna use a regular controller that you would sit down and play on your TV anyway? Again, it's Tater. Sometimes the guy just makes no sense to me at all. But hey, it's a fresh new week. We'll see what the rest of the week brings. I'm anxious to see what Mikey does. I hope he gets his shit together and stops begging, and then maybe people will stop telling him to go get a real job once this job that he has actually pays for something. But hey, you don't have to agree with a damn thing I say. That's never the point here.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.